Hey guys, Dr. Noah here again with an easy and quick strength workout that you can do in your kitchen in 5 minutes or less. If you aren't doing any strength training right now, you need to start because of all the benefits that you're going to want with strength training. Even if you just do it for a few minutes, a couple times a week, I promise you're going to start getting some of these benefits. Benefits like improved metabolism, improved sleep, improved energy, reduced pain, and obviously stronger muscles that are going to make it easier to do your regular daily activities. I got this workout from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, who's the author of How to Make Disease Disappear, and he created this workout to be easy for just about anybody to do in a very small amount of time. So I'm going to demonstrate for you the 5 exercises of this workout. We've just got 5 exercises, 5 to 10 reps each. It's a very small amount of reps, and I promise you will see some benefits from this. So I'm going to show you each exercise, the basic form, and also some modifications so that if you're finding it a little bit difficult, we can make this easier for you. So 5 exercises, we have the squat, calf raise, push-up, tricep dip, and lunge. So we're going to start with the squat, and squat is an exercise that some people are concerned will hurt their knees, but if you do squats properly, they actually help make your knees stronger and can prevent knee pain. So first squat, I'll get sideways for you. We're going to start with our feet about shoulder width apart. Point your toes out a little bit. That's going to help with your balance. And then all I want you to do is pretend like you're sitting back into a chair and get down as low as you can. So we're going to sit back into that chair, stand back up, and that's all there is to it. Now, as we're sitting back, natural tendency for some people is to lean forward. Make sure that you're standing straighter with a flat back. That's going to help strengthen out your back. Other problems that can happen are that people can have their knees sort of come inward as they're doing the squat. So make sure that you push those knees out so they're in line with your toes. That's going to engage the sides of the glutes more and again, make your knees happier. Finally, what can happen to some people if squats are new to them is that instead of coming back with the knees actually go forward. I see people where they try to squat down and they actually kind of push their knees forward like this. This is what's going to cause knee pain, and it's not going to get you those benefits. So if this is happening to you, I want you to grab yourself your chair, stand in front of it, and all you're going to do is just sit down in your chair. So sit down in your chair, and then stand back up. That's it. What you'll notice is that even if you're somebody who, when you do an air squat, you kind of come forward with the knees, it feels really awkward to stand in front of a chair and push your knees forward like that. Most people don't sit down like that. You sit down back. So use this chair as a guide for you. And as you do this over a few days, maybe a few weeks, and get stronger, what you'll find is that instead of needing to sit all the way down, you can sit down to just tap the chair and then come back up. And eventually we can get rid of the chair and do that on our own. So that's our first exercise, the squat. The second exercise is the calf raise, which helps to work the calves, the back of the lower leg, and it also works the glutes, it works the core. Great exercise for helping to give you more power in your movements. So with the calf raise, we're going to put our feet about shoulder width apart, this time just facing forward. And I want you to picture like you're a little kid trying to be a little bit taller, and all you're doing is standing up on your tippy toes and coming back down. That's it for a calf raise. Just stand up on your tippy toes and come back down. And we want to make sure that we're not going too quickly where we're like popping up like this. Take your time to work slowly and controlled. So slow up and slow down. If you're having some difficulty with balance, grab yourself your chair, hold on, and we can do that same motion. You'll find holding onto the chair makes it a lot easier to go up slowly and come down slowly. But I want you to work to a point where it's a lot easier, where you can just put a little bit of weight on the chair and come up just for support, and eventually get rid of the chair and you can just sort of stand up. So that's our second exercise. Our third exercise is the push-up. Push-ups are one of the powerhouses of the upper body workouts because it works your chest, it works your shoulders, it works your arms, but it also works your whole core and even your glutes and your legs a little bit. So I'm going to show you the basic push-up, and if you have difficulty, that's okay. We've got a couple modifications for you. So for the push-up, we're going to come down to our knees and take your hands in front of your body. And you want to make sure that your fingers are spread out. When your fingers are sort of tight like this, what's going to happen is the force isn't as easily distributed, but spread out, it's going to make your wrists much happier. So we want our fingers nice and spread out. Put your shoulder on top of your hand. We don't want to be back and we don't want to be forward, because what's going to happen with that is we're going to make it more difficult for us. Okay? Finally, we're going to take our feet back behind us and then make sure that we're nice and flat with our back. We don't want to be too far in and we don't want to be too far up, because we're going to lose some of the benefit from the exercise. And then all we're going to do is bring our body down to the ground and then push up. Down to the ground and push up. Now if you're finding that too difficult, first modification is a knees down push up. So what we're going to do is have our knees down, put your hands in front of you just like the regular push up, and then same thing, just bring your body down as low as you can and then push back up. It looks like you're not doing so much, but it really does work the core and the chest just as much as the regular push-up. It's just going to help if you have some difficulty with the strength. Now, if it hurts to be on your knees or you're still finding that's difficult, we can do an incline push-up on our chair. So all we're going to do is the same movement as a regular push-up. We're just going to put our hands up on our chair, put our feet behind us, and same thing, come down to the chair and push up. What you'll notice is that the closer your feet are to your hands, the easier this is. The further your feet are back until they're all the way back, the more difficult that is. But it's still going to be a little bit easier than on the ground, so you can do that variation. Now, if you don't have a chair with you or you're still finding that's too difficult, come on over to a wall and we're going to do that same motion. Fingers spread out, hands in front of you, shoulders in line with your hands, and we're just going to come towards the wall and push back. Again, just like with the chair, what you'll notice is that the closer your feet are to the wall, to your hands, the easier this becomes. The further back your feet are, the more weight that's going into your hands and your chest, the more difficult that's going to become. So you work your way through the variation that works for you, and you can slowly build up to being stronger. Even with the wall, I promise this is going to help you to get a bit stronger. So next we have the tricep dip. And for the tricep dip, we're going to grab our chair and put our hands, we're going to put that over here. We're going to put our hands behind us on the chair and then take our feet in front of us, flat on the ground. Put your butt in front of the chair, and then all we're going to do is bring our butt down to the floor and then push up with our hands. Down to the floor and push up. Now, the closer your feet are to the chair, the easier this is going to be. The further your feet are away, the harder this is going to be. It's also more difficult if you're going lower as opposed to less range. So you find what works for you there. Now, if you're finding that the balance again is a little bit weird here, or that it's just a little bit too difficult, what you can do is just get down on the ground, same position, feet in front of you, flat on the ground, hands behind you. Again, remember, fingers nice and spread out, and we're going to bring ourselves up and then just come down to the ground and push up. Down and push up. And so you pick the variation that works for you and work through that strength. Now finally we have the lunge, and for a lunge what we're going to do is we're going to stand with our feet again about shoulder width apart. Then we're going to take our left foot and bring it back behind us. Okay? And now all we're going to do is we're going to bend this back leg down while keeping ourselves nice and straight. So as we bend that back leg down, the natural inclination is for the front foot to come forward and also for our body to lean forward. What I want you to do is fight that. Keep your body nice and straight, in line, and keep that back leg working more. That's going to help keep your knee happier, work your core a lot more, and also keep that glute working. Okay? So we're going to do our 5 to 10 reps here in this position. Then we're going to switch our feet to the other side. So I'll just show you front here. So bring that foot behind you and push down. Okay, other keys here, your front leg, you want to make sure that that foot is flat in the ground. Really push into the heel as you come up. That's going to keep you more balanced. The back leg, we're actually on the toe of that back leg. So your foot is not fully on the ground, and that's pushing up. So again, we have 5 exercises, 5 to 10 reps each, including 5 to 10 reps per side for your lunge. That's it. This should take you way less than 5 minutes. And I promise if you do this a couple times a week, build that up more if it's starting to feel good, you will start to feel stronger and you will start to see some benefits from your exercise. So I hope you enjoy, I hope you get stronger. If you have thoughts on other videos that you'd like to see in the future, if you want some tips on these exercises or other ones, comment below, let me know what you'd like to see, and I'm happy to make some videos to help you out. So until next time, I hope you're getting stronger, hope you're feeling more open and good, and you take care.